Hey there guys, Power Guy here, and as you can tell by the video title. Actually, today we're just gonna have like a nice chat. I had this idea and stuff to brainstorm, stuff I put out there about the Powerverse, what really this channel is. It's really grown into something I'm quite proud of. I quite like it, but I don't know where to start. There's a lot to say, a lot to speak on, but yeah. So the direction of the channel right now and the idea of where we're gonna take it is where I'm gonna take it. It's actually run by just me, the Powerverse. We do have a website. We do have an Instagram account if you want to see all of our art, my art. I say we like I'm like a body of symbiotes or some shit. But I gotta slow down my speaking. Okay, let's start this again. Let's change the rhythm of my speaking. Sorry, a lot of nerves, a lot to say. I don't know. Shit's just going well, and this channel is just really my place to go and just vent sometimes. And recently, it's grown into something else. With all the trailer stuff I've been doing, all the fake trailers. But I love it. Like I'm still showing what I want to see in those fandoms, respectively. And the stuff with DC is ridiculous, but we're not here to talk about that. I'm gonna stay on subject and talk about the Powerverse. I don't know. I might want to do a podcast. These elections are always very interesting to me because I get to open up and say things and see things from a point of view I normally don't. The idea that the public is watching and analyzing this is ridiculous. So I don't know. It makes me labor my thoughts a bit more and how I speak it. But I don't know. There's not much to say about the Powerverse. This shit still kind of gets me nervous a bit. What do people would think of the personality persona I try to personify? Like I'm very the energy's a lot higher. So these videos, as you can tell, if you see the live streams, I say a lot of childish stuff, and I'm really just trying to grow and find myself right now. But hey, it's a fun process, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. Learning a lot about After Effects in the process. But you know what? I could try to pitch myself right now as an influencer, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. It's a huge. I don't know. There's a lot behind that idealism, and like they just slack and they just post videos here and there. But it's one of the most time-consuming things I'll ever I do. It's one of the funnest things I do too. Like it's worth it. Like it takes a lot of time. But if I really edit these videos and they're on commission, I can make a lot more money off them. But like, these take a long time. They're high quality. The encoding is ridiculous. I'll spend hours. My friend told me I should live stream like the whole process, but like the Ahsoka one, that was 40 something odd minutes, right? 45 minutes, 50 minutes maybe. You know how much footage went into that? I had at least, I don't know. Actually, I could check the full. I don't know if it says the amount of footage total, but there's a lot of videos and stuff that goes into this. Like it's a lot of fun and I'm really enjoying it. But like I miss just gathering here and just talking. Like I love the breakdowns, but they don't pull the attention I'd like. Have you ever seen New Rock Stars? I really want to have my channel kind of like that, but I don't want it to be just that. I might have to like break it apart too, because it might be like Powerverse Production breaks down and Powerverse Productions. But the whole problem with Powerverse Productions is I want it to be its own studio. I want to be able to produce those movies and shows that you see in Marvel and DC and stuff, and that'll be ridiculous because, for me at least, those shows and movies have really been a huge escape for me. That's how I was gonna pitch myself, but I guess I'm really off topic. But yeah, I don't know. It's a really good way to like escape life for a bit. Things can get stressful. You can get in over your head. It seems like you're not in the right place. But if you're just not looking at it from the right angle, and that's the thing with a movie, you can see it from someone else's point of view, and you think, "Shit, maybe they want to be. Maybe it's amazing that I'm in my shoes. Maybe I'm not looking at it the right way." And that's the thing. Like I love watching pop culture for that reason. Like anything Pixar related, like the messages are so strong they can affect you as a kid and an adult. The thing with Soul is it really shows what makes us human. Like it's not just music, sure that's specific to that character, but our identity is tied to our soul, and it's this idealism. So there was a test done a while ago where one guy weighed a body after it died, and they said the soul is like a couple grams, but it was literally just gases. So the soul is a foreign concept that we conceptualize in our mind that we believe to be real, but the idea I don't know, it's good for us. It's good to think that hey, you know, it's good to have ethics, it's good to have bottom line, and I'm trying to push that through. I don't know what I want to do with this channel, but I know I want to do. I actually do know what I want to do, but I don't know. It's a confidence booster. I don't know if it is. It's really just me trying to see how marketable I am as a person. A lot of the time There's so many times as a younger kid when I didn't really blend in. I necessarily wasn't one of the bros or something. But now I feel like I've been getting into my rhythm, and I wanted to see how people would, pay attention to my personality type. And I know that I'm really good at causing reactions in people, good or bad. I gotta learn to just narrow it down, maybe be a bit smarter with how I speak and how I hold myself as a person and individual right now. So it's just fun to be on this cusp in my life, and it's a pleasure to have you guys watching. And girls, I don't know. Actually, no, there are no others. So I mean, like, I'll refer to you. Okay, refer to you as whatever. But like, I've checked the channel statistics. They exist. So I was gonna. Let's not get into this debate. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about, but really 5 minutes is good. But let's say podcasting is really good. So I don't know. Huge topics in my life. The pitch of myself. Oh yeah, I'm Canadian. My name is Lawrence Fakini. I am a graphic designer and artist. I can draw. I can somewhat animate. I love to make edits. They're all on this channel. I have a website. I'm a small business owner. It's not doing well. No sales. Something needs to change. Obviously, evidently so. There's no collateral though, so that's nice. I'm just really just messing around and seeing what I can do with it. I'm trying to find my niche. Honor roll student in applied classes though, but hey. In recent times, not so much. There was a dropout mishap. That's something that I'll get fixed, I promise. Yeah, I mean, how else do I define myself? Ruggedly handsome. No, I'm kidding. Right now, I'm realizing, fuck, this vein on my eye is really popping, bro. This shit is ridiculous. Am I really that hideous? Oh yeah, now I'm a pimple-ridden fucking guy. It's crazy. Sorry, it's not a beauty channel, okay? If it were, I would lose it. Like, how the hell is that so bad? There's always something I use to flush my eye bags, but it's just like, Jesus Christ. I stopped, well, yeah, now I'm like Deadpool. I'm half Asian. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I got off topic from pitching myself. I look very, like, rough right now. I need to get skincare routine. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That skin is rough as fuck. It's like sandpaper. I think I could sharpen a knife on my face. I don't know why I do these things. This is not the most entertaining view to see. Why are cameras so high definition right now? Jesus, I look fucking ugly. Who else was smiling? I'm not 1,000% sure what I'm doing, but I love streaming because it's good for watch time. So the more people, more watch time I get, the closer I get to my goal of monetization. That'll be huge. 1,000 subscribers requirement, and I for 4,000 public watch hours. So that's crazy. Or the 10 million views in shorts, which would be next to impossible. I have to upload more shorts, which I'm definitely gonna do. So watch the damn shorts. And what the fuck? What's up with you guys with loving gym feels more than anything else? That is ridiculous. And you think I'm ugly right now? Watch the short of me lifting. And then of me flexing my abs, because I'm fucking jacked. I have no patience for myself when I act as childish. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be pushing, like, promoting myself as a person on my channel, but it's just me going into like this whole right now I'm so great. Now I'm not. I've made a lot of mistakes and I'm facing a lot of consequences for them, but I'm growing from them. But I wish I could show more. My screen is not showing. This is why I use another software to record it. But yeah, I don't know. There's not much more I could talk about. I feel like I'm just delaying the inevitable. A co-host would be nice. Nice. Let me see what comes up and down. Okay, come on. Your boy looks nice there. Bro. You're telling me I need a fine kid? You're looking at him, brother. That's me. Can I create it? God, I'm a fucking ugly piece of shit. I gotta reduce the cussing too. So I see, I had the luxury of wasting as much time as possible because I know nobody's gonna watch this, but it's fun to have it out there. We did have one viewer for a bit. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know. What could I do to make this interesting? Do Q&A. I did talk about how I want to be its own production studio, but how do I want to get it there? That's a good question. So nobody asked it. Thought of it. Genius, right? I think by doing what I'm doing, I'm going to promote what people already know and love in superheroes, and I'm going to essentially give my take and my own directive view of it. There's actually a brain behind the videos if you don't know this. So there was one that I created. It was the Star Killer one, I believe. Not the Kylo Ren one, the Star Killer one. Those are the Star Killer or the Brotherhood one. Darth Vader's Rage. Okay, that's a different one. Tales of the Sith Short. So the Star Killer. So the entire purpose of that one, you know, we can play some music actually, which will definitely get copyrighted, but hey. Trying to think. God, I'm an ugly sneezer. Ugh. That's not like it. God, I'm disgusting. I'll wash my hands, I promise. Okay, so as you know, I do use a lot of filters. I like to stylize my stuff very heavily. I don't think I'm doing that great with this so far. The crispies are there, but I want to make it more animated. I did that throughout all of it, so it would feel more like it's all part of one project, right? And there are a bunch of fan things and unreleased clone visualizations that are made with 3D models, so they don't actually walk. I think I've made a little bit better. Even I think I better stylize certain scenes in that clone animation. I didn't change it much of it at all. I really just added a bunch of like stylizations to it. It's very scientific. Actually, for the Star Killer one, this one, except for the end bit. The end bit was fucking awful because there's music at the end and it came in too early. It started fading the opacity, so that's a big shit. But it's other than that, fine. The way I applied the effects in certain scenes. So when okay, you know what? I was gonna tell you the brain of it, so let me explain it. Okay, so the whole thing frames Star Killer's venture of him growing as an individual and as a child, right? It's supposed to take a note from Warrior. You're seeing Tom Hardy and his brother. Tom Hardy's played as the overdog the entire time, and the brother's always the underdog once he's like his ass. His brother just starts like knocking him out cold. That's the thing. So we see Anakin just absolutely murdering and decimating so many Jedi again and again and again and again. And we see Vader and his dominance, and we don't see much of Star Killer actually because Star Killer is very dominant. But we do see a Star Killer. We see Star Killer submitting to Vader multiple times. Really weak it. We see Anakin's power. We see a lot from Star Killer. But then the battle play do a lot of effects. I did a framing. I moved the Genki, or I don't know the pronounce it a bunch of times. The black circle around it, and I opened it up. I tried on outlines. I have to blow two on the lightsabers. I mean, the point of tales is this: is just there's a bunch of different ways to look at it, but it really is the story of Star Wars is really Anakin. You know, his tragedy, the tragedy of Vader. George Lucas said it before. The whole thing is just one movie, a series, though, which is just Anakin's tragedy, how he was turned to the dark side by love, or trying to withhold, like you know what I mean. So he caused his own greatest loss. So I wanted to stay true to that, but I wanted it to be aligned with some things in the Clone Wars. So there was a certain group of gods, deities, so to speak, the Father, the Son, the Daughter. That's what it is in Star Wars, right? I had my take on it. So there's the Father, Anakin, the Son, Luke, the Daughter, Leia. But that's something we know. But then there's the other one, okay? There's another rendition of the sun. So the sun is very good in that one, okay? The actual sun is actually evil as a deity. It's the Clone Wars episode. Star Killer. That's another circuit son to Anakin or Vader. It's another thing of balance and imbalance too between that trilogy of people. It's cool to see it. And then Ahsoka's like another daughter. Literally, she takes the daughter's power to live. So she is the embodiment of good. Anakin is the middle. He's produced from good to bad. When he was Anakin Skywalker, it was shown like he went to the lengths and nobody else was willing to do the Jedi. There were war crimes, but he got this stuff done. Like he wiped out all the Jedi, and there was peace, but not the peace that the good guys wanted, the peace the bad guy wanted. So it's different. It was peace. I mean, but when there was peace, it was Anakin who killed Palpatine. So he is the chosen one in my mind. Luke's a new chosen one. So after Anakin dies, yeah, he gets to redeem himself. That's really what I wanted to show. That's one thing I think a lot of other people who have directed Smart Wars have tried to do. Like J.J. Abrams. I mean, like, they did some stuff well. No, there's like actual message. It felt very blockbustery. Like the first one was good. Don't get me wrong. It's like they're all pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, but like there are a lot of intrinsic flaws. Like seeing Luke that week off of nothing, she should have made it more believable that Kylo Ren could scare Luke because Vader couldn't scare. Like you know what I mean? The whole thing of measuring Kylo Ren and Vader. There should have been more shown Kylo Ren being more powerful than Vader. Anyway, because okay, we get it. Vader's always supposed to be more powerful than Kylo Ren, but let's just think of it like this, okay? He has the exact same midichlorian count, the same blood, just evolved, and no breathing apparatus. He's Vader without the weakness. Vader, like, imagine if Vader didn't have like, Anakin's full potential, but with the dark side. He's literally what Luke is supposed to show Anakin's full potential, right? But Ben Solo gave into the dark side. The power is uncapped. You know what I mean? It's very empathic, sure, but he has the potential to be the most powerful character in all of Star Wars. I don't think they did it right. I don't know what they did with Rey. A Palpatine shouldn't be able to outdo this whole Skywalker thing. But I guess it's the fun of it. I think they should have more focus on Ben Solo. I think they should have done something with Finn too, because Finn's character was really done a disservice. He could have been a main character, like a much more vital character to the plot, to the story. I think he deserves his own movie, his own solo movie about his story. That'd be cool to see Finn just discovering himself. Fuck, we're talking about my channel now. We're talking about Star Wars and DC. Okay, one random topics. DC. So James Gunn. James Gunn directed Guardians of the Galaxy and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Okay, he was hired after he was fired for a certain scandal. It wasn't even a scandal. Those old tweets that he did back in the day, which weren't that. They were just inappropriate jokes and stuff. After Marvel fired him, DC picked him up. They picked him up for the Suicide Squad, the second remake. The first one didn't hit as well. The first one was supposed to do a lot better, but the actual cut was changed, the Ayer cut, David Ayer. But they changed it to other people because the trailer, David Ayer's trailer, didn't do well. So they did. They're not even a proper film production studio, but they did the trailer. The trailer blew up because of the music. And then, as Ryan Erie from Screenplay described it, they did too many needle drop moments. Like the music was overused in the Suicide Squad movie. It described actually what was happening. It's supposed to symbolize. It's supposed to show us what the character feels, not what they're actually carrying out. It's not like, oh, he grabbed the baseball bat and beat the guy to fucking death. No, like it's supposed to show us like the depth of the characters. And then James Gunn came in, and when the music came in, it was very different. It was very stylistically similar. Sure, there was a lot of music, but it was used properly. Like when Harley Quinn went on her murder rampage after the guy broke her heart. Harley Quinn's a bit demented. We got to see a lot of character. It was very funny and comedic, but it was also very sad and tragic because she didn't want this life. And that guy did break her heart to make her Harley Quinn Joker. And after he was done with her, just moved on. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of heartbreak there, and I kind of do like I fuck with that. That's awesome, man. I love that a lot, and I have a lot of respect for that. The Harley Quinn killing people, obviously not, but how James Gunn changed it. The iteration of Harley Quinn too, like very sexualized character. Like it's there's a lot of stuff behind it, obviously. And even in Blood was fucking phenomenal, okay? Like, there's just, I love that movie. You know, with, like, with the Black Canary and all that stuff. Huntress, too. Ian McGregor, though, I kinda like that. It was, yeah, he killed it in that. Yeah, nice team as a villain for once. Great acting chops. Where I was going, yeah, the haircut is still lost. Might be good, who knows? I think they should let directors actually carry out their visions properly and not interfere as soon as they see, "Oh, this trailer got all these things, we should do better." No, if the haircut was released, it would do a lot better. The haircut was a lot better, it was a lot longer, and there was a lot more closure with the characters, and it wasn't as shallow. I mean, there was a good arc with, Deadshot. Was it Deadshot? I don't remember, but, same guy, Will Smith. There was a really good arc there, yeah. But apparently it would have been deeper in the haircut. Anyways, James Gunn cut was phenomenal for the Suicide Squad. He got greenlit for the Peacemaker show, which probably one of the best DC live action shows ever. Like, aside from the actual DC TV stuff, it's one of the first of the DC movie stuff that bridged into the TV. And it was one of the first times. If you compare the CW to the DCEU, there's a significant drop in CGI quality. Not anymore. The drop isn't as evident. But this show, there was no CGI drop at all from the Suicide Squad. It was wonderful. It was amazing. It was a similar theme too. Was all done, but we got to really see behind Peacemaker. We saw Peacemaker as this enticing character. He was very shallow, sure. He was very funny, but that was the point in that movie. You got to see him built upon. You got to see how his dad changed him. We got to see how he actually killed his brother. How it affected his relationship with his dad. We never felt like he was good enough. How he killed his dad because his dad is a white supremacist and a racist. We see how he's not. He's different from his dad. He wants to be a hero. He's an anti-hero. How he helps the world and how he learns. So he kills a lot of people, but he'll never kill a kid. And then because he actually killed his brother, and he the fantastic, and it's a cool thing to see on the other side of the argument because we did see, if you see Daredevil at Marvel, morality stuff is really good between him and Punisher. But this is like a Punisher with a lot of muscle mass, a lot of super strength, a lot more guns, and a lot more tech. Peacemaker's awesome. You know, he has armor and everything. Bro, the shit he was doing was ridiculous. And we even saw the Justice League in it. It was a well done show. Like pretty much everything done. Lo and behold, after going back to Guardians Christmas special and Guardians Volume 4, there'll be another holiday special though, so that's cool. We get them back at DC to do all of the creatives at all of DC. So then he redoes the panels. Henry Cavill's cut after he's brought back. Okay, my thoughts. This is a great decision because it's embarrassing for other reasons, but he wants to make a more concise and decisive brand with DC one timeline that doesn't confuse literally everyone. Something that makes sense. Everything connects. These movies, when they're interconnected, it's better. With Marvel, look at like that was a prime example, but their other stuff too is amazing. So one of the things that DC is best is developing the universes, and they shouldn't get too much context. Okay, let me explain. The Joker, and Joker with the hot walking, beautiful, beautiful story, beautifully written, great job. Tragic. It's actually going to be a musical, and it's going to be separate from James Gunn DC universe. Okay, so it's the Batman, another separate thing. That was so well done. The movie, tragic. It didn't hit me at first, but when I took a second watch, I didn't take a second watch. I went back at it. I realized what Batman was. To go into it, how he needs to be a better Batman for Gotham. He didn't have a name yet. It was the perfect Batman, which is what we needed. It wasn't an origin, but it was truly the breaking point of when Batman became Batman. We saw him learn the skills, saw him have the weapons already, but we really saw what was important, what action happened to see the kind of he wants. That's a beautiful art. Where am I going with this? Okay, so we will see another Batman recast. Okay, the Flashpoint movie still coming out, and I want to see the yes or no. I've seen if you can get Ben Affleck, and they get more context towards the DC reboot. General Zod is in it too, as a pop figure released. The new Supergirl will be interesting to see. daughter of Superman in another universe, Kingdom Come type universe, I believe. So Brendan Roth might come back to play a father. That would be awesome because this dude's pretty sick from Crisis. So that movie's gonna be huge. I don't know. Oh, I know. Yeah. So there's another superhero from that movie releasing. There's another animated movie, which isn't a show surprisingly, but it's a very James Gunn type project. It's a lot like Suicide Squad, but different. With superheroes we've never seen before, but it's gonna be released, and that's gonna be pretty awesome, like a Prime Video type thing. So I think James Gunn saw how Peacemaker did, and it did pretty well. But I think the best performing show this last year was The Boys, actually, 2022, and it was because of how you know what I mean. It was very derogatory. It was very extreme, but it was good because it brought up all this bad stuff in the world, and it gave us a good conclusion. It showed us a lot about brainwashing. So like, there's a beautiful storyline there, and there's so much growth in every single character. None of them are stagnant. It's just so well written, so well done that everyone's copying that now in the genre. You know, it is an overused idea of like an evil Superman and everything, sure, but they really revolutionized it with all the sex scenes, all the violence, all the murder. Like Invincible, better than it, obviously. Coming back, that's going to be a huge show, but this animated one's going to be huge too. That James wants to do. What else is going to be big in DC? So we have the Batman, which is going to be ridiculous. Batman and Robin. So that we'll see Damian Wayne finally in live action. So the last time we saw Robin was '97. But this is the first time we'll ever see Damian Wayne in live action. Robin, which will actually be done well in a non-creative way. He's literally the son of a fucking grandson of assassin. Ra's al Ghul. So we'll see that storyline. League of Assassins. That'll be so cool. I love that story. Know there's Superman come back. Not a year one Superman. I think I know the story, but it's a 25-year-old Superman, which would be cool. I actually made my own fan trailer with multiple trailers I saw already, but like put them together, stylized it and everything. I really like the idea of Wolfgang No Blazer, something like that. Multiple like a little playing the role. So yeah, it looks really cool. I swear to God, there's no hate behind anything that I'm saying. Please do not push or manipulate anything I'm saying on screen. Anyway, fun with you. I think it'd be perfect for Disney's hiring someone else. But, hey, I really want him to be no Volgrats. Sorry. Wolfgang no Volgrat. No, he looks really good in the suit in that one fan art. I think he's his facially wise, structure of his face is all like capital. It's I don't know, more rugged feel. But I think the other guy will be better for the role because it's more of a Christopher Reeves like look, a more less rugged and like I'm gonna keep the fuck out of everybody type thing. And more of like I'm gonna save your life. I'm gonna save your captain too. You know, I'm gonna make him back to yourself. That's all type of stuff. So yeah, we'll see what they're gonna do. I don't know who's the rest. I think he's doing a phenomenal job. What's the day now? A lot of shows. Green Lantern show. So originally, I believe it was just John Stewart, but I think we're going to see John Jordan come in. That's cool. I hope we see John Diggle is amazing in the DC universe, but I think we should see more of that stuff for him. Like I really like to see that. I don't know the conclusion they reached, but it was cool to see. They canceled. No, like they stopped Titans season 4. They stopped Doom Patrol season 4. Two good shows, amazing shows. It could have gone on a lot longer, but I think he did a good job in stopping them. So Doom Patrol was a much more beloved show than Titans. But the thing about Doom Patrol, it's very the CGI is amazing in it, but a lot of stuff is let down in it. Obviously, it's a good show, and it's not a huge show, but it's really a show about mental health and fighting it and conquering it. And I think these heroes are very depressing in their nature, so they're not really heroes. They're really just facing their own problems, dealing with their own stuff. I mean, they didn't should be put in that position. It's good that they rise above the occasion, but I don't know if it's super energy she wants to it. You know, this idea of just maintaining what you have, like they've just been living and not surviving, not living. So no one's been saving lives now, but it's again, it's very twisted because you always die. It's very undermining, and just Jane as a character is very. The show just doesn't hit for me like crazy amount anymore. So it skips some of some unnecessary. It's very. I love seeing that stuff too, like in my games, construct your head and how she's all the personalities, which is crazy, but not very repetitive. So I think it's ending at a good point. I think end on a high note, and I'm happy it's ending on its own terms. For Titans, though, fuck me, that show is magnificent. I love it so much more. It is the first season is amazing up until the season finale. Season finale is a bit of a letdown. The thing that Titans fails with is its season finale and cliffhangers. There's something bigger coming, but they have a really good start. They start very fast. Okay, so like the season three. Anyways, season three it started with season three was a fast start. We saw the death of Jason, which is very well done inside of Death in the Family. Sad, I wanted to cry. I think I did cry. I cry a lot now, but I guess you know what. Anyways, let me just sum this all up. Titans ending. I think it shouldn't have ended, but it's okay. It's getting to a point where it can get boring. I guess. That's cool to see these adventures, but I think they could have been taken advantage of a lot better in a live action form. 'Cause I think a lot of the stories being told, at least with how they unfolded a lot of characters and characterization, and shit like that. It was better than any Justice League movie by far, by fucking far. I don't think Action Knight's on par. No, Nightwing's crazy, but again, they could have been better. I think we need to see a Nightwing live action movie, but Dick Grayson is just such a crazy character. We saw him done very well by Brendan Thwaites in the show. But I think they could do it better in a movie. I genuinely do. I think the movie would be ridiculous. You know, the Boy Wonder, how he got abducted by Batman, no, adopted by Batman, and they should keep Batman anonymous in that too. The lesson they teach him, it's crucial, obviously, but I don't want to see like Dick Grayson struggling with his Robin again because they did a good job, but I think there's a lot more they could show in my back. They could show a lot. They showed him really terrorizing villains, which was huge. But I think they should have shown more stuff from the Rogues Gallery. That's all I'm saying. I think in the movie they have more creative rights to do. So the thing with shows, at least DC stuff, the licensing isn't really theirs. They can show everything, but when they did show stuff, they couldn't show the Joker, but they had nice background things, so that's cool. I gotta hear laugh as I see Batman kill him. The Batman was done horribly. The casting was fucking awful. I'm sorry. I love the guy. He's a good actor, don't get me wrong, but I don't take him seriously as a Batman. I don't think he could be a Batman. I've never seen him in the suit, and he never he's not Batman in my mind. Robin's is so done so well, it compensates. So yeah, both Robins are done well. Oh, guys, want to see Batman? Want to see some Batman? A new phone. I'm gonna peel this off, okay? This means all of my time. This is what goes on in my mind. I'm happy that I get to speak it. I can actually do something with spoken word. Thoughts are like a thing. They build up in the internet, and they really fuck you up. How do I describe it? Your mind is everything for you, but it's so easy to get lost in it. So I urge you, go out there, platform yourself, and speak. Speak your mind. 'Cause we're social beings. We can talk to people, but sometimes it's just better to talk to a camera or the idea of people. I'm a very social person now. Before I was very in my head, so to speak, and it did make sense. And right now, I'm kind of doing this for another reason. I want to be very social for when I go to work, so that's nice. It's not part of my pitch because it's not gonna be who I am for the rest of my life, but it's gonna be a good part of my life. Yeah. I'm just excited to go to work though. I'd say why, but it's something that shouldn't be honest with me. You can tell. Though. I'm very happy. Last time I went, I was really in my head next because I didn't socialize with my dad a lot, so it's good. There was a lot of stuff to disclose. This year's been fun, talking about all this stuff. I wonder what else is happening DC wise. There's a Blue Beetle show. Cool. The Corona Karate Kid came in there, so the new Karate Cobra Kai. Yeah, there you go. Great, great actor, did a great job. Best fighter. He destroyed Rocky. You mean Daniel LaRusso's level? Johnny Lawrence, Daniel LaRusso. Who do you think wins? Oh, Cobra Kai is having the last season too, so that's huge. A lot of things are going to be wrapping up actually this year. Titans, Doom Patrol, Cobra Kai. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just like How Much Your Mother. I love that show. I watched so much of it. It's so fucking well done. How Much Your Father's out, and Jesus. Spoiler alert. It was fucking. Really, it was legend. Wait for it. Very. What a bunny. I'm such a fucking geek. Forget it. Barney Stinson was in it. Robin Shabosky was in it too. They weren't together, so this is obviously after the divorce. I think the series ended off on something like 2015, maybe. I don't know. But so, yeah, so Kobe Smulders was in this. He looked really good. And he was later. His mother's still alive. I don't know if I don't like the ending with Robin ended up with Ted, but it is confirmed that Robin and Barney did get divorced because you see her talking about it in the bar. Unless they don't, let's go back on it. That'll be cool to see in the next episode. And they confirm they're still together. That'd be cool. So, like it was, I don't know. I think she gave the fans like a proper send off. It's either they retcon what happened with Robin and Ted in the end, or they made it seem more believable. I don't know. I think we need a show about, or at least one season. Season 10. That'll be a very depressing season. Don't get me wrong. We want like cry episode, but it should really be like it should be at least called like his mother's last words or something like that. And it should be his mother accepting the fact that his dad needs to move on and to tell the kids, hey, you might not be a problem. And I want to see her side of the storytelling. I mean, if we did see it one episode of her explaining that she's not the father, but I think I want to see that whole arc for coming with her. It's very tragic, but it's not happy. Yeah, no, the mothers were done very well. I'm trying to watch a movie now. Things are still- There are a lot of good movies. Really good actors. Look on my favorite if I watch another good movie with her in it. Like that from, sorry, Superstore. The main guy. Josh Rand was really good actor. You should have started more stuff. Was I see Dawson O'Leary back? Or what's the actor called? James Vanderbeek. Suited up, dude. Suit up. Dude. Resort. I saw that advertised at Seneca actually. Or you see that school. Yeah, fuck it up. It's really hard to see the PPO and how much more than other shows and movies. I thought that's Randall in another movie. I'm like, he's cheating on the mother. What the fuck? Not? But it was so separate from his character and how much mother, and it just didn't feel the same because I think Ted is probably one of my favorite characters in all of pop culture. I don't know, like his endless quest of pursuit for love and how he helps Marshall through his hard stuff and how he's there for Barney. He's both their best friends, and it's just like Ted's just such a fucking great guy, you know. I see why Robin wants to be with him. I see like everybody he loves and how he loves him and how he treats him. He does them all so well. Like he's just such a sweetheart. The date she takes him on, like with Stella, bro. I only have 2 minutes. That was one of them. He got left. Oh, it's just so heartbreaking. I love the guy. So he's such a well written character. And credit to Josh Randall for doing such a great job. That's what I think that's the best. Like to see him in How I Met Your Father would be one of the greatest moments in. Like it'll be huge. To me, that reveal will be bigger than Luke Skywalker because I think he could like him and the main character are written very similarly. He could help her a lot. Like, a lot. He can help a lot of the job. Like he's probably wise beyond like all fucking time. Like he knows so much about romance and with others. Yeah, so bro, bro, I mean, you can shit. Like the love story, bro. See the kids, but anyone trying to run into him and try to be the craziest thing ever. That would be fucking phenomenal. See Ted's kids. That'd be- that'd be- I love that. I love that a lot. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day. Uh, yeah, check out the channel. We'll see. Peace out, yo. I really enjoyed the video.